Good day, everyone. I'm Zio Tutor from the College of Education. I'm a second-year student taking up the course of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Science. Today, I will tell you about my stand on the question, are you an ethical person? Yes, I am an ethical person if I say so myself, because I respect others and their rights and beliefs. I don't belittle them for having a different stand from me, and I acknowledge what decision they will come up with on their own. Being an ethical person requires us to be careful of the choices we make and know what things are good and perform this action instead of malicious actions. Being an ethical person also means to guide in making a positive impact throughout our decisions and actions. Ethics plays an important role not only in our personal lives but also in business. Ethics is what gives us and guide us to tell the truth, keep our promises, or help someone in need. Consider the morals you were raised with. Treat others how you want to be treated. Always say thank you and help those who are struggling. But as you grow and as society progresses, conventions change, often causing values to shift. Ask yourself what matters to you as an individual and then align it with your priorities as an ethical person. Ethics shape the way we live our lives. Ethics define us as a human being. It determines what decisions to do and how to handle difficult situations and what will make the world. The decision and choices I make every day should be consistent with integrity and respect towards others. This ethics will ensure any happiness and peace as I hold this value. I believe everyone should be equal. Treating people with respect will not only make you feel good but also make you as an outstanding individual. Some of the most difficult ethical challenges we face in life are whether to admit our mistakes when questions about them. Just consider all the politicians who had affairs and lied about it when confronted. We are loath to admit mistakes and failings in judgment. Many people cover up the bad behavior, hoping to silence the critics. Of course, it rarely works that way once you start to tell a lie. You have to take the first step down a proverbial ethical slippery slope, and there may be no turning back. A lie begets another lie, and deceitfulness becomes the controlling behavior. Being an ethical person also requires to be responsible and accountable for one's actions and not covering them up. I consider myself to be an imperfectly ethical person. I strive to develop a consistent and coherent set of ethics and to be aware of the ethical implication of my choices. I do not always live up to my ethics. That keeps me aware of the ethical dimensions of what I do. If I thought of myself as an ethical person, that might cause me to stop paying attention to the ethical consequences of my behavior. And when the people stop paying attention to the ethical consequences of the behavior, that's when things run off the rails. It is, I think, surprisingly easy to get people who think of themselves as ethical people to commit horrific acts. If you think you are ethical, you fit what you should think of yourself. I believe if you treat people with respect and dignity, this is what carries you a long way in life. While people's ethical beliefs comes from a variety of sources, they tend to be based on one or more of the following sources. Either it is authoritative, cultural, intuition, and reason. The context of ethical behavior is an acting of demonstrating in a socially responsible manner by adhering to the key moral principles. One, one must reconcile personal moral choices, identical decision by demonstrating and applying these theories in daily decisions. While there may be a clear understanding of right and wrong, good or bad, personal choices must be made in respect to a code of conduct or correct behavior. Every ethical decision or behavior has a consequences, just like every action has a reaction. The ultimate effect of result of the decision or behavior. This this is where my stand ends. I am Zio Tutor.